let's say that I could play two parts here. I could either be a potential employee that's probably gone from a mechanical engineer job to an electrical engineer or something similar. I could also be an owner of a business that is in the electrification field. How does either party get value from the ERS hub? If I'm looking for a job, or as an employee, as an employer, I'm looking for candidates and potential.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put this all into words because there is so much value here, and I'm going to try and do it as best as I can. Yes, there is the courses that you can go and find to give you clarity. There's the body of knowledge. There's the jobs that are posted in context of what people are actually looking for, right? And then there's going to be lots of people looking for those jobs that they can come find them. These are some of the more high-level stuff. But what it doesn't always come through on the hub is that the hub has multiple other angles that are coming, that multiple other features, right, that are going to be there. We've got self-assessment tools that will be on there to understand exactly what your current position is as an individual and as an organization in the field that you are trying to grow into. We're going to have, coaching and mentoring section, which is going to support completely out of the narrative of electrification, but just support people on the softer side of how do you transition from one skill to another? What sort of goals you can set? What can you do to really, help yourself transition into a different career path, right? We're going to have, horizon scanning activity, right? That is going to be sitting there. Now, the reason I say horizon scanning is that the hub being a national hub and designed for the UK will eventually be looking at all of the data that's coming through and using that data to educate the industry. We'll be publishing multiple different horizon scanning activity, right, that will capture all the things that we're seeing, right, in the country in terms of where people are, what employers are doing, where they can, what parts need more intervention, what needs more investment, right? And all of these things will be all energized on this platform. So I think that although we focus on, skills, jobs, and community as our core three primary areas, to make that happen, there are a lot of other things in between, a lot of verticals in between that need to be also supporting that higher level agenda. And the hub does that. So all those smaller features, which, like I said, I can list off, the value that the people will get from that. As an employer, I want to be able to come there and think, what's the next 5 years look like? What's going to happen in 2 years? Right, where am I going? How much should I be, paying somebody of this level, right? Where can my HR team go and find these people, right? There's going to be guidance there, and when we see gaps, we'll be supporting, training providers with curating new courses, right? This course is missing in this field. You guys could, build something here, but don't do it on your own, right? Do it with an employer, right? That way, it's industry standard. We'll help to curate that space and bring the two together. We'll build the course ourselves, but we will definitely take responsibility for connecting a training provider to an employer so they can build the right courses, right, for the right sectors and industries.
So what can businesses do to support the hub? And also what can myself as an individual in the mechanical engineering sector do to support the hub? How do we get involved from here on in?
I think that for myself, it's the main ask here really is about businesses trying to, use the hub, right, and get involved as, making sure that the body of knowledge is being done properly. So we've got a massive amount of assemblies that are going in place, different ways of connecting with the hub, and they should be connecting. The industry has a chance now to really influence, the frameworks and the body of knowledge and how the hub works. This is an inclusive hub, therefore it's being done for that community, and therefore they should have a say in that community. So I want them to be involved. I want them to contact my business development people, right? I want them to, contact our info box, tell them, everyone's gonna have a different need. Don't be afraid to put that need in there. What is it that you want the hub to be for you, right, as an employer, right, or a business? What does it mean for a training provider? Let us know, because the more you tell us, the more we'll be able to pivot the hub towards meeting your needs.
Sounds great. And we've got a conference coming up. I'm just going to put a banner on the bottom just to show where it is. It's on the 27th and the 28th of March 2023, and it's at the ICC in Birmingham. Over the 2 days, we've got lots of speakers, and it's going to be a release of the ERS hub, isn't it? Do you want to sort of explain a little bit more? A launch party?
Yeah, you could say. I mean, there's a lot of work that's gone into this over the last couple of years. And finally, we get to the 27th of March, where we will be launching this in a public setting. But it's actually part of a bigger conference, our Electric Revolution Skills Conference, which will run annually, right, will be a bringing together of people with a similar mindset, looking to support the agenda around skills and talent. And we will be having lots of guest speakers, coming there, supporting the main narrative around skills. Lots of workshops, lots of exhibits, lots of things that we can showcase, right, around what's already been happening. There's a lot of people working on a lot of different things in the sector, in their own sectors around this sort of space, and we want to showcase that. So the conference will be an annual thing. This one, the first one, which will be on the 27th, is a big one because it's when we're going to launch the actual hub itself. We will be doing it a live launch, and I think that anyone that can be part of that, and come together and join us, I would welcome. And I think it would be a really good thing to support this intervention that we're doing for that community.
I'll put the links down to the conference and also all the rest of the social media channels that you can keep up to date with everything that's happening. Like Deepak said, it's not it's not a one-off thing; it's an ongoing thing, year on year, and this thing's going to sort of build. So it would be great if you were all part of it. Deepak, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I'm sure everybody watching this podcast will love what you say and hopefully join the electric revolution with yourself.
Thank you, Dean, for helping me get the message out there. And I think it's a really important thing.